Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting because I am finally gonna do another sketchbook tour. It's this journal from Peter Popper Press. It's a lined paper, so it's not meant to be a sketchbook, but I did use it as one. I also have a few gouache paintings on here. Just to mention it beforehand in case you guys want this one too. It's not the best paper. I do think that the cover on it is gorgeous, but yeah, let's start. So the very first artwork we have here is my Cinderella painting. This is probably my least favorite artwork on here. It just feels really stiff. Something about the pose just feels really static for me, and so ended up not liking it as much after a while. Weirdly enough, these very quick pencil sketches, I love these ones so much more than the Cinderella paintings I did, which took me a lot more time. But I really like the movement on these. I just used, I think, my Blackwing matte pencil for this. Experimented a lot with really just showing movement in my pencil strokes, and I really like the look of them. This one is more of a finished sketch. Try to practice some shading on that one. Over here is my first and only oil pastel artwork in the sketchbook. I just think that it's too messy of a medium for this one. Over here we have some portraits. This one on the left I really love. This was done with my Ohuhu markers, and I really love how the colors turned out. This one on the right I did on a live stream on my channel. Some of you guys may remember that. This one too on the right with the same pencil was done on the live stream, but this one on the left was done more recently. I really like this one. This is just done with my red ballpoint pen and some black line work with my big brush pen, I think. But I really like this. And again, just took me maybe 10 minutes to do. This one is another live stream portrait. I really like these pencil sketches on here. And there's more of them here. These ones are just really fast. It's really about practice with how I used my pencils. I really love this one of the Reverend Mother. This one I really like too. It's so weird, but I really liked the composition of that small sketch. I have another pencil sketch right here. And by the way, I will be updating my Pinterest board with all of these reference photos, so check the description for that. These ones are done with my red ballpoint pen again, and actually these sketches are done while I was taking a Domestika course for basic drawing, and it was just so enlightening to me. It was about seeing 3D form while you're drawing, so I have more of my box mannequin poses right here. This one as practice for my Sleeping Beauty painting. And so this is what it ended up looking. This is one of my favorite artworks of all time. I love it so much that I see a lot of flaws on it. So especially on this lower corner, I just don't like how I did that. But these on the left are just me trying out the techniques that was actually used in the movie, so I could use it for this final artwork. And this and all the other paintings you'll see here were done with gouache. We have some more sketches from that Domestika course I took. It's really enlightening. I really love that course. Just positioning in the body in a different perspective than I usually draw them. There was also a section there on folding on clothes and how they fold, and I love that one too. But yeah, a lot of that sketchbook is just from that course. This one is from the same thing. I just layered it with markers. This next one is another marker sketch. I've never showed this one because I didn't end up loving it. I do really love how her hair turned out, and this is from a scene from The Notebook, which I love that movie. So yeah, just really quick sketch. Over here I have another marker sketch that I layered with my black brush pen, but this one is also one of my favorite paintings in the way that I really like how it aged. I used a lot of black for this, which is something that's hard to control with gouache, and so I really loved how this one turned out, and this was just off Wednesday Addams. This next one was a fail, supposed to be for a video, but I didn't end up loving it. I especially didn't like how I rendered her face. And so this next one is what I did actually end up posting. I do love the colors on it and the look on her face. Other than that, this one didn't age as well as I thought it would. This is another sketch that I did on live stream. And this one is a tailored artwork that never came to be. And that's because behind it I did a marker sketch and it ruined that one. I do really like this marker sketch. It's really quick. I found them on Pinterest and I think they may be a TikTok couple, but I really loved their post, so I did this quick sketch of them. This one on the right I love too. This is my The Princess and the Frog fan art. I really love how the colors turned out on this, and I also like just how the rendering turned out. Usually I notice the roughness after, but I like how smooth her face looks right now. And I also really love the sparkly stuff. I think they really stand out. This is just a failed sketch of the one before it. And this one is my Red Riding Hood fan art. I love the colors on this one too because they look very vibrant, but they're still in the realm of being natural. These next ones are a couple of failed sketches for what will then be my Witcher fan art. I think I say this for these last few paintings now, but I also really like how this one turned out. Just because of how I did her skin tones, which was something that I was worried about getting right. And for the most part, everything went well on this painting, and so I really like it. I also like how it aged. Usually I don't. This one is my Bulbul fan art. I'm so sad that I never finished this. I actually have all of the footage that I did painting this, but something about it feels really stiff, even though there's a lot of flowing elements to it. But something about this I just didn't like. But yeah, eventually I think I'll either finish this one or I'll start a new one. We'll just see how it goes. This one is a tiny sketch. I think of Anne Hathaway, but I was more just practicing how the shadows would fall on her face. This highlighter sketch on the right was for my an updated one of my very old one that I did before. And this one on the left is just a very quick gouache sketch. I just really love the greens in that photo. These are more sketches from my anatomy video. Really enjoyed these quick pencil sketches and then layered with highlighters on top. I think it's so fun. This one is more recent. I was sent this portrait set from Ohuhu, and there's a few colors in there that I really love, and I also just liked this sort of earthy tones. But I did also use some almost neon colors from my own set, and I ended up liking this sketch too. I like how she sits on the page. This one is my most embarrassing drawing, and I'm so disappointed on this one because I really feel like I could have finished this. This is my third attempt at a Little Mermaid fan art, and why I'm so disappointed about this is I just really dislike how this paint is glossy. Really don't like glossy gouache, and you can see that here. I used my Micello gouache for this, which I haven't used since then. But look at how awful that looks when the light hits it the right way. I just really don't like it. I will do another Little Mermaid fan art after this though, because I want to finish that series. But yeah. So this one is another one with my Ohuhu markers. I really love this one too. I like how the inkwork looks on top, and it's mostly just very soft markers at the bottom. These are a couple of red ballpoint pen sketches. This left one is mostly for practice, and I ended up liking it. This right one, I actually love how this one turned out, and I'm not gonna touch it for now, but I will be painting over it. It's sort of gonna be a reward for when I finish all of my work that I need to do this month. But yeah, this one on the left is another Ohuhu marker sketch. I really like the colors on this, and I like the movement. It's just not finished, but I like it. This one on the right too is not finished. It's a New Jeans fan art that I think I could have finished this. I just didn't really like how I messed with the colors. I wanted it to look more colorful, and the colors that I chose didn't end up working together as much. I'm so sad about this one because this was my favorite out of the bunch, and I ended up ruining it with a marker sketch at the back. I think this one is Needy from Jennifer's Body. But yeah, the marker at the back was supposed to be of another bird. I just didn't finish it. And I have more flower sketches. This one is probably the only more finished looking male portrait in this whole sketchbook. I just used an orange mechanical pencil with my black wing on top. Yeah, it's alone in that page. This one was done with the same combo of pencils as that male sketch. And over here we have some, I think these are paper lanterns of fish that I just thought were so cute. And I just did this whole thing with my Ohuhu markers. And then this little sketch is just a study of how these colors that I have on the side will work out when I'm painting a portrait. And I really like this tiny sketch. I like how the colors turned out on it. And then this is going to be disorienting, but these next ones are going to be upside down. So I'm going to switch my sketchbook like this. But these are, again, for my anatomy video with a breakdown for each body part. And after that, it's just going to be more portrait sketches. These tiny ones just focus on movement. And this one I did a video on, a real-time portrait sketch. These ones on the left, I think, are more fun. These are just some landscape studies that I did of digital artwork. So I think you could call them master studies. I just didn't end up posting this on Instagram because I couldn't find the original artists for them, so I couldn't credit them, but I love how these ones turned out. It was so much fun to do these master studies, and I think I'll be doing them more. It was so simple and also made me really have fun with gouache again. Just a very fun time overall. And then after that, these will be my last two sketches for the sketchbook. They're just some portraits that I did, mostly focusing on the shadows. But yeah, that is it for this sketchbook. Thank you guys for finishing it with me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you to my patrons always for supporting me. And by the way, if you guys want to see real-time paintings and portraits, I have them up there with some bonus videos. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be seeing you guys again soon.